Hello, my name is Adonis, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love law spread for all of my Capricorns out there. So let's get after it. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Capricorns? What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Capricorns? Show me. See if it feels good. Okay. You have a person that's done a lot of external reflecting, if you will, about this particular situation with the Four of Swords energy here. So in other words, they pretty much they've done a lot of calculation, if you will, and processed uh, weighed the positives and the negatives as far as moving forward and pursuing a relationship with you. We have the here Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a situation in which it's an individual here that usually acts first and then thinks about it later. So, and again, it's not done to be nefarious. It's just done because they're really emotional about whatever the particular situation is. They kind of like they act first and then think later. It's kind of like a bull through a china shop situation. So that's the analogy that I will use here. They're moving towards their passions pertaining to you. Now, this is an individual that is definitely from your past, okay, with the Six of Cups and energy here. This is a person that you may have dated, um, went on a few dates with. I'm really kind of feeling and sensing that probably most likely is the case here. It didn't raise to the level of actually being an ex, but this is someone definitely that you know from your past and that you've had some type of romantic encounter with in the past as well. Now, this person is very apprehensive, however. They're very apprehensive. They're a little bit guarded, a little bit nervous, if you will, about how things are going to turn out. But with that being the case, doesn't matter because we have the Ace of Swords here. This person is approaching the situation, Ace of Swords, with a very clear sense of purpose, a real clear sense of mental clarity, if you will. There's no ambiguity here. There's no blockages here. This person knows exactly what they're doing. So even though, like I said, with the Knight of Swords, they're running towards their passions like a bull through a china shop, even though they know they're aware that it could cause some problems here and there, they're willing to absorb the risk because for them the outcome is far more favorable here with the nine of cups here. Their wishes are going to be fulfilled, so they're like, hey, what do I got to lose, pretty much. So the benefit outweighs the risk, in other words. And finally here we have the Four of Wands representing a long-term committed relationship with possible marriage in the future. At least that's from their perspective. Okay, so with that being the case, let us see what are the potential positive strengths of this particular situation. What are the particular strengths of this particular situation? What are the strengths of this particular situation here? What are the strengths? One more shuffle. Well, actually, two more shuffles. What are the strengths of this particular situation? What are the potential strengths of this potential situation? What are the particular strengths of this potential situation? Some cards we see, some cards we need to see, some cards to see. That feels good. All right, so the potential strengths of this thing is a twin flame connection. So, like I said before, to them, the risk of pushing you away is worth it because they think that there's really something special about the connection that they have with you. Okay. In addition, here they want to be happy, and they're absolutely positive being with you would make them happy. All right. As I said before, with the Four of Swords energy here, this is a situation in which they've done a lot of thinking about this. So it's not like this is just something that they pull out of a hat. This is something that they really have thought deeply about. Okay, so this is something that's been marinating for a long, long time with this individual. Like I said, there's a past connection that you've had with this individual romantically from the past. Okay, and they're just kind of waiting for their ships to come and just waiting to see what comes over the horizon with that Three of Wands energy there. We have an Empress energy, material abundance, happiness, fertility. Okay, so fertility is also an aspect of this situation. And finally, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands representing a situation in which this is a type of individual that kind of marches to the beat of their own drum. They kind of look at things kind of differently. This is definitely a new exploratory energy here. Engaging in a situation with this person. This person may be also a little bit eccentric, kind of be into things that other people aren't really into, such as like a guy doing tarot maybe, stuff like that. So they kind of do things a little bit differently. Okay, so with that being said, let us see what are the potential blockages that you guys could potentially be dealing with. What potential blockages could you guys be dealing with? What are the potential blockages that you guys could potentially be dealing with? What are the potential blockages here? One more shuffle. What are the potential blockages here? All right. Whew. There you go. Ooh. Blockages, there are a few. First up, boom, power moment. Sudden changes, something sudden. I'm getting a sense here that, again, like I said, this person is willing to throw it all at the wall, see what sticks, and willing to take that risk. Potential blockage here is that it's either going to be bang or it's going to be real bust. And that's what this situation is telling me here with this Tower card is that it could kind of turn to a situation where, you could just pretty much get tired of the advances and just, begin to kind of feel like a funny vibe with the situation. Just say, I don't want nothing to do with it. Not even, so that's the potential here with this situation, okay? Also, there's an aspect here of this person kind of with the Eight of Swords here. The person kind of feels trapped. They feel kind of stagnant, okay? Because again, there's very little wiggle room, very thin margin of error here. It's either going to really work, and when I mean really work, I'm talking about a long-term committed relationship and really potentially a marriage situation, or either it's just going to fall completely apart. There's no middle ground with this situation, okay? There are two very clear choices. Again, these are the potential blockages here. And the fact that this choice is even here, it's not a no, but it's not a slam dunk either, okay? There's no assured success here with the Four of Pentacles. Holding on by this individual does not necessarily mean that it's going to be successful here, okay? Because at the moment, okay, we have a Nine of Pentacles situation. So you're kind of in a situation where you're kind of solidarily kind of happy with yourself. You enjoy your own company, you're kind of looking, but you're not looking. You're looking, but you ain't looking. And that's what's going on with this situation, all right? So if this individual does something that really catches your eye, you're like, okay, cool, all right, the vibe is good. But if it doesn't really catch your attention right away, it's going to be a little bit of a grind, and that's the potential problem here. And finally here, we have a situation with the Three of Wands. Three of Wands representing the situation which kind of waiting for their ship to come over the horizon. The reason why that potentially not be such a great thing is because, as I just said a couple seconds ago, you're looking, but you ain't looking. And if that thing's not coming over the horizon real quick, then that means there's a little bit of lag time there. And lag time's not good for what this person is feeling, right? So, it's one of those things. So let's just, hope everything works out. So with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down here. What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? Additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down here. What additional information? Okay. That feels good. All right, so stretch. Spirit saying you're going to definitely have to stretch yourself in all types of unique and uncomfortable positions to kind of make this thing work. There's going to be a lot of stretching involved here on your part. Also, time is not on the side of this thing working out right because, again, you can take your time. You know, you got plenty of time, plenty of sand left in that hourglass. All right, so time is not really favorable to this other individual that's really, really feeling it. And also, find here we have perception. You know, the perception of, like I said, the reason why it's really going to stick the landing or it's not is because of how the person how you perceive this individual. So, the final word is is on you. So whatever you decide to do. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone. If it does resonate with you, you want to know a little bit more about this particular situation, I'll leave the link below. If it doesn't resonate with you, then that's okay too. Just take that. What resonates with you, take that. Whatever does not, dismiss it outright. Okay. So with that being said, if you guys haven't already, please like, please share, and absolutely subscribe. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will absolutely see you next time.